Imagine if Leonardo da Vinci, the master of invention, the ultimate Renaissance man, was born today. Instead of parchment and quill, he'd have a laptop, neural nets, and a 3D printer at his fingertip. How would the original Polymath remix the 21st century? Let's dive in. First up, AI. Da Vinci was obsessed with understanding how things worked, from the anatomy of the human body to the flow of rivers. Now picture him training AI models to interpret biology, just like he once dissected cadavers for sketches. He'd use machine learning to uncover patterns in nature, blending science and art in ways we can only begin to imagine. And his notebooks? They'd be digital, sure, but probably riddled with code, simulations, and endless experiments. Next, robotics. This is the man who sketched flying machines and mechanical knights centuries before they existed. Drop him in a modern robotics lab and he'd be unstoppable, building drones that mimic birds, prosthetic limbs powered by AI, maybe even androids with a dash of that Da Vinci personality. He'd see robots not just as tools, but as works of art, blending engineering and aesthetics into something truly unique. And then there's biotech. Da Vinci's fascination with the human form would go digital. He'd be at the forefront of bioengineering, designing synthetic organs or using CRISPR to tackle genetic diseases. He'd map the human genome with an artist's eye, seeing beauty not just in muscle and bone, but in DNA itself. I reckon he'd see technology as an extension of humanity, a way to elevate what it means to be human. But here's the thing, Da Vinci wasn't just a scientist or an artist, he was a relentless questioner. He'd push AI to ask better questions, to learn not just facts, but curiosity. He'd challenge us to reimagine boundaries between art and science, man and machine. So, what would Leonardo da Vinci make of our world? I think he'd see it as his ultimate playground, a place where imagination meets innovation. And maybe, just maybe, he'd remind us that the true spirit of the Renaissance lives on, not in the tools we use, but in the curiosity that drives us to create. So, what will you create? The future is yours to invent.